And that nigga look recognizable too, but I don't want to say the wrong name and embarrass my... Drake, Kanye, and Nicki Minaj are just good. All right, man. Now we just trying too hard. The 7 levels of rapper. Chat's not here at the moment. We're recording this offline.
Every level of rapping ability explained.
Talk to me.
Level 1, trash.
Okay, so this video can go left very quickly depending on what does he mean by trash. Is these artists that he personally doesn't like, or are these artists that numerically are bad? What do you mean? To me personally, music is so subjective. I hate when people try to put stats onto it. Gang, if not only do you sell bad, not only do people not watch your shit, but you just have no influence in the game. If anything, people saw you as a hindrance to the game, regardless of era, you are likely trash.
Bottom of the barrels. Artists
Also sonically sounding bad.
You can get hit, bitch. And yeah,
cut the shit off, bro.
I gotta
Cut the shit the fuck off.
They can't flow. Their voices are annoying.
Okay.
Their lyrics are stupid. Just no redeemable quality.
See, this can apply to a lot of people that even like, you know, some people like stan a rapper that I think is wholeheartedly ass, trash, buns. I think for me to consider you level 1 trash out of a 7 levels of a rapper video, you gotta be somebody that like, I don't even fathom have like somebody else saying, oh yeah, this is my favorite rapper on the planet. Like, for example, I'm not a fan of Playboi Carti's music. No diss to Carti. It's just not, you're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. That's life. Who cares? I would never consider him level 1 trash though, because I can get a generation of people that like the kind of music, melodies, beats, whatever the case may be. So I can even fathom it, even though he wouldn't be high on my list. I wouldn't call him level 1 because like, there's no way. Like I can see where somebody likes him as their favorite artist. For me personally, to take somebody here, when Gucci Gang and all that shit was trending, a lot of rappers came out during that point in time. I was like, there's no way this is actually your favorite rapper. No, unfortunately it was, but yeah, I think there's levels to even that.
Whatsoever.
After you talking, that shit stinks.
If you started rapping today with zero experience, you would be better than everyone here.
Punk niggas trying to.
With zero experience, you would be better than everyone here.
Punk niggas trying to.
You can't say that shit.
How crazy is that, right? Fix your posture, by the way. You're way too hunched over. I need you to understand, like, these guys are physically incapable of just phoning.
What the hell? Okay, off rip, I want to say anybody that had to do like a social media stunt, 90% odds you are a trash rapper. And no, I'm not saying anybody who's done like Kanye West, for example. Kanye has a ton of stunts, right? But I'm talking like there was an era, I want to say 20... I mean, it was even in the early 2000s, but yeah, it was actually prolific at one point in the early 2000s, but especially right before COVID and like the following year after it, where a lot of artists were doing like unhinged, deranged shit on social media. And then it was obvious they had a rollout of an album coming soon. You probably are trash.
Passionist just jumps out and indiscriminately ruins every song they get near. Back in the day, there was this guy named Birdman.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I wanted to see that list. All right, so the girl boss, Krishan Rock. Damn. Hey, whoa, not too much on Ice JJ Fish. I don't even recognize who Cuz is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm bad with faces, chat. I promise you, I probably heard the music. I'm bad with faces. The Deep, not available. Fair enough. The pop stuff. Yeah, Soulja Boy being trash. I feel like he's had too much influence, but I see I don't think he's the most lyrical, spiritual guy here. I wouldn't put Soulja Boy at level 1 though. The white guy, I don't even know who that is at all. Birdman, similar thing, but I was never a crazy fan of Birdman's music too, so fair enough.
Birdman.
Whoa, that's the GOAT. That's at least 80.
You either play it as a joke or you just tolerate it for another artist you like.
What the fuck is this nigga doing?
But no one is actually seriously bumping level 1 rap.
GOAT.
Oh, hell
You said my verse wasn't hard, nigga. Who the fuck did you think you talking?
Yeah, I don't know about Soulja Boy being. I don't know about Soulja Boy being level 1 when he just got too many of them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 8, 2, 1, 2. Y'all trick, y'all. Kiss Me. Oh, I just almost said Kiss Me Through a Phone again. Hell, he literally has the Soulja Boy, the Crank Dad. All that. I wouldn't call him level 1. He invented this. He invented the platform that you're speaking on.
Fucking mouth is hard, nigga.
Level 2. Bad.
Unlike the level.
All right, bad. Yeah, see, the idea that you think Lil Pump is greater than Soulja Boy, insanity to me. I don't even think Soulja Boy is this like level 4 or 5 guy. I mean, you can put him at 2 for all I care, but yeah, I don't think he's the bottom of the bottom. And also, you already know, if you don't know me, my coat does not belong here. You say that I'm good enough, grabbing my That's the greatest rapper of all time. That's level 8 Ice Spice.
One rapper, you can get away with playing level 2 rap in public. Now and then, if you're lucky, you may even get the occasional listenable verse. Still though, their rapping ability is extremely limited, so most of the time they stick to one sound or even one flow. Level 2 includes one-trick ponies like Ice Spice.
Watch your mouth. That shit crank.
She a baddie with her baddie.
Baddie friend, that shit crank. The party not lit there, why would I go? Like
Fuck how you feel. And I'm thick cause I don't miss a
come on,
She's
bro.
dead serious. Just
Passenger Princess, he sent me is not. Man, what the fuck we doing, man? That's the Sugar Spice and everything ice. Gotta piss me the fuck off.
keeps making the same song over and over again. Then you have Trend Chase.
Okay, dead ass on. Let me
like
see
Lil
the
Pump.
artist list. I'm not gonna lie. Only thing he said here, like, ignoring Ice Spice because he's wrong. Pros and cons to what he's talking about. I'm actually, as I get older, more on the side of letting the artist who, quote, makes the same song to make the same song, as controversial as that is. Because, one, you would not be happy with the opposite. If DaBaby tries to give you a woke song, didn't he try to do that actually? Sometimes it can work. Other times, it cannot. You know what I mean? But and I brought him up because he's like one of the poster child of same song, same flow type thing. It was no diss to him. I actually think he's pretty good at freestyles. It's just for me personally, I'm just moving away from, and then two, obviously, they're good at something. Why do you want them to have a different role? But either of those reasons, I used to be 100% on the side of, yeah, spice it up. Pun intended, because I spice on the screen. But now I'm slowly turning into, I don't know, man. They're really good at their craft. Why are we trying to have Kyle Korver catch bodies? Why are we trying to have Steph Curry dunk on somebody? Why do we want Giannis shooting step back threes? Let people be great at what they're good at. That's their role in the music industry.
Hi, I'm Karthu from the content you've seen stolen on this stream, and you're watching TSO Sage.
Every artist has their sound too. That's another thing too. I feel like with social media, people have lost the plot a little bit even. Every artist has a sound. Every artist has thematics that they specialize in. Deviating from that to show diversity is fine once in a while, but nobody wants an artist that just is like all over the fucking place. Cause then at that point, granted, maybe it sounds great for some, but a lot of times you're all over the fucking place. You just out here. You can even be potentially seen as just like trying to vulture and farm.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Yeah, I never got it with him. Never got it. I always thought that Smoke Perp was better too. I never got the Lil Pump hype when that was going on, the 6ix9ine hype when that was going on. I just never got it.
It means they often resort to employing gimmicks and internet trends to draw people in.
Now he's a legend though. That Instagram live was crazy.
So it's no surprise when they go in and out of style faster than the Yeezy 350s do.
Hey, but that's the thing though. Y'all niggas, and there's no diss to Shaq here. Obviously no diss to Shaq. I forgot about Shaq. Shout out Shaq. But this is kind of what I'm talking about. I don't have a lot of people who I feel this way. One way in April and cranking in October it's ass. I'm all for catching on the trends. I'm all for giving new sounds a shot. But at some point I was like, I ain't rocking with this. So it didn't take me 4 months to be like, yeah, nah, this ain't really it. For real, I never was on board with this artist in particular. With other artists that come by and it was fired in, like some of y'all, Baby fell off or Rod and Rich fell off and stuff like that. It depends on if the actual songs got worse, but especially if they're making the same sound, same lyrics, same flow, it doesn't just get worse over time. to me, y'all motherfuckers should be sheep for the new artist that's slammed in your face, and it's gonna keep working.
Guys, when they go in and out of style.
And if the TSO Sage channel is a channel that gets thrown in your face, I hope it works. You can subscribe on the way to 5K.
Faster than the Yeezy 350s did.
Say something.
Finally, you have people that are just out of touch with the genre, like Will Smith,
Will Smith in the 2-5 was oh my God.
trying desperately.
Yeah, this was crazy.
This is the bounce back.
Yeah.
Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back.
This was, ooh.
Yo, what the fuck is
I wanna
he
know all that.
doing, bro? And the harder they try, the cornier it
Well, we don't
gets.
count
It's just
Shaq,
a never-ending
This is a
cycle
joke. I'm
of
not counting
ass. Buddy, you've been rich for 25 years. What the fuck are you doing posted up on a corner with the fitted in a fucking varsity jacket?
I ain't gonna really go there because I don't think music is something that ages. Well, no, music does age. I don't think there's an age limit on music until you vocally cannot do it. So like, if you are one of the greatest singers of all time, you get old, you cannot sing anymore. Fine. If you got the voice for it, go for it. So I'm not mad at him making album covers, anything like that. Obviously, you can have him be potentially more mature, things like that. That's what bro's getting off here. But I'm not really age checking an artist. If the music's good, the music's good. I don't give a fuck. And especially if you're coming from 55-year-old perspective and you're talking about how the game has changed, or you're a young nigga and you're talking about how you came to be where you're currently at right now and what you see moving forward. Music, really, there's no age requirement and no age cap for music to me. I know that's not exactly what this YouTuber's saying, but nah.
You don't put on some moccasins and a knitted sweater right this instant?
Yeah, see, I ain't doing that. I'll let him.
Level 3, mid.
All right.
We're at mid tier. Now, mid is unfortunately a word in the 2-5 that y'all describe everyone. I mean, my God, everyone's mid. So for me personally, mid is somebody that I can accept on, but I'll never look for. I personally had an interesting beef, shout out to my IRLs, with Travis Scott, but it has nothing to do with him. It's strictly because I will never forget the debate it was a 2017 lunch table debate. No, 2015, I'm sorry. It was before Culture Drop, but I think like YRN or YRN 2, one of them albums was out. And I was a big time Migos fan. RPT. Big time Migos fan. I believe Rodeo had dropped or one of Travis's albums, and Thug was taking off too. So my boys were sitting there and they was going to war about how Trav and Thug were better than the Migos. And ever since that day, because it got pretty toxic, like, you know that Pick a Side clip that's trending right now, where like I went to that level about the Migos. I was like, these niggas aren't legendary. It's type shit. At some point, it just became like a thing that I'm just too invested in. So Trav, Thug, honestly ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I just can't. I'm just not on y'all side. I haven't heard these albums. Maybe one day for this channel when we hit 10K, I'll review one of their albums as like a big time event, because it'll be an event for me. I've never heard any like deep cut versions of the music. I obviously know Antidote, I know Sicko Mode, I know Best Friend, I know Lifestyle. Like, these are hits. You can't not know them. But in terms of going out there and typing their name into my phone, never has happened. Never. Day of my life.
I know these days youngins use the word mid to describe anything ranging from the worst shit they've ever heard to like a 7 out of 10 song, but we're here today to define real mid. Like Tyga, like Moneybag Yo, like a Travis Scott feature. Not
Jesus.
good, not bad, just pure cardboard. Bland.
It depends. I think for me, especially in today's game, mid would be something that I think is typical. I would change mid to typical. So a lot of these artists that you're even going over right now,
like Tyga,
like Tyga back then, I would say you know what you're getting out of a Tyga verse. This is a typical Tyga song. Moneybag Yo, you know what you're getting out of these songs. Now, do I think that these artists aren't even necessarily bad? I think we have a conversation. I think Tyga, Tyga is the definition of hit or miss. And maybe that's a tier that's higher or level 3 itself. That's because I think Tyga is either going to drop an unironically good song or just, all right, next. Moneybag, I think you know what you're getting out of a Moneybag song. You know what you're getting a Moneybag verse. So I don't have a problem with it. I think Moneybag makes decent music. I don't got a problem with Moneybagg if he's on the song. I know exactly what it's gonna sound like. Coi Leray, Boogie with a Hoodie, similar things. Granted, Coi sometimes, you know, she has a little bit more diversity. I'm not saying it's better or worse. I don't listen to Coi Leray's music enough. But I would say level 3 artists to me, it's more so of like typical relative to your catalog or relative to what I'm hearing in the current year / generation of music. Nothing too exciting, but definitely nothing bad. He's gonna have like a negative connotation to it, kinda, because he has to get it off, or that's how he feels. But like, so most of these artists, I wouldn't even say are just objectively ass. Tyga, if I had to pick on one, because you know, growing up with like Young Money and all them niggas coming out the game, like the draft class was stacked. Tyga was the polar bear. No offense, but yeah, I wouldn't call them me. I guess technically I am calling him. I see. I see what he's saying. I'm not mad. Trav, I have no idea. So comment below if he's bugging or not.
This Scott feature, not good, not bad, just pure cardboard. Bland rap caviar fodder.
Back that ass. Back that ass. Girl,
Yeah, like this one I'm cool off of, but
Level
then
3
Faded I fucking love. Rack City is hard, but then you have some random one that I think is ass. You know, Tyga's just hit or miss like fuck.
Is best suited as background music in any sort of car or function where not offending people is the primary objective. And that quality has made it perfect for Wingstop commercials and annual 2K soundtracks.
Hold on, 2K better. Hey, 2K gotta keep cranking, bro. That's why they're going back to the nostalgic shit. Cause I can't be in the rec hearing that bullshit no more. This video is not sponsored.
As a result, mid-rap has basically become corporate over the.
All right, let's see. Coi,
That's why
Moneybagg.
you hear it
Is that Macklemore? I'm bad with faces.
everywhere, but it still has.
The old school. Okay. I guess right now I enjoy probably Moneybagg's music the most here. I teach his own.
Has no
Teach his
fan
own.
base.
I ain't trying
I don't
to
know
beef.
about you, but me personally, I have never met a single Tyga fan. Unlike level 2,
Nah, that's
mid-rappers
true.
might actually have more than one flow.
Like I have
surface
never met
level
someone who's my favorite artist, Tyga. That's true. That's true.
You might even get a 9 on me like Rajon Rondo, 30 on me like Steph Curry, 33 on me like Scottie Pippen.
Oh, you're going to the lyrical lens. Oh, you're that type of. Okay, if we're doing that, then technically I get what you're getting off. But I think music is more than just punchlines. I think music is more than that as well. Even rap specifically is more than just that.
And we can just keep going like this.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think especially if you're gonna have a street tier or a hood tier or whatever the case you want to call it. I think you have to identify that genre is not going to have all of the lyrics that you're deeming all the time. Some for sure. There's gonna be a level 7 street rapper, without a doubt. Doy, but the sound, like literally, some of the street sounds are from where the culture is, like from what their culture is. Memphis rap is gonna sound like Memphis music. LA rap is gonna sound like LA music. DMV rap is gonna sound like DMV music. You know what I'm saying? And not all of it is going to have like the wordplay and shit. It's gonna just sound native. So that's why I'm like, it's not like I'm some hidden Moneybagg stand, but that's why I'm like, I don't know about that because that's just sound like where the nigga from. You know what I mean? So yeah, what it is.
Like, come on, bro. And people are gonna get mad that I'm putting Travis in this category.
Yeah, I feel like people will kill you for that.
Bro, we're basing this off pure rapping ability, and I don't know. Name one Travis Scott bar right now. You can't do it, right? Because
I
truth be
wouldn't
told,
necessarily know. I
stripped
don't
of its
listen to Trav.
blockbuster sound, Travis Scott's rapping is just bland and forgettable. I'm
Damn.
sorry, it's the truth. That's why.
Hey man, I've waged war, so I have no problem with him saying this shit. I've waged war. Migos better plus ratio. Shout out to all the boys at that lunch table. I'm dying by it, nigga.
His features never hit. He's not a verse guy, but that's fine. I mean, great artist, mid rapper. Very important distinction. To
Okay,
make for this
that's fair.
my God, this should be like God level.
I forgot. I thought this was a pretty positively received thing. I gotta rehear this. I thought this cipher. Maybe I'm just confusing it because of the black and white. Is it vignette? Imagery. I thought that this was a positively received one, but I gotta go back. I haven't heard this cipher in a long time. I haven't heard it in a long time.
Up until this point, it's been all shits and giggles. Time to start making people mad.
Okay, level 4.
Level 4.
Okay. Yeah, he might be right because I don't like Big Sean in OK tier. I think Big Sean in the Big 2-5, he might have some music that's not as popular, but all I've heard is apparently his last album is actually really good. I think Corday's pretty talented. Harlow, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of. I might put Harlow in OK 3-4. But I'm looking at two very talented artists right now. And you know what I'm saying? Like right now. So let's hear his reasoning.
In here, we will begin.
Let alone Big Sean when he was dropping like Dark Sky Paradises and Final Fantasies and shit. So.
About respected rappers. Some of them may even be your favorite. Level 4 is full of what I like to call elevated mid. I'm trademarking that. Don't steal it.
Elevated
please. What
mid.
separates it from normal mid is that these guys may have the ability to get introspective on a track or bust like a fast flow or like an impressive rhyme scheme. And because of this, they enjoy great amounts of respect from casuals who can't really distinguish them from the higher levels.
Right. Yeah, it was stupid. No, who are your favorite?
Okay.
Listen to hip hop.
Yeah, have you guys heard of Joyner Lucas?
And also old heads thirsty for.
That's a funny clip. But now what I'll say to that, I mean, it's obviously gonna cut him off as elitist at some point. But I'll say to that, now he losing me a little bit. I also just think Joyner Lucas probably just isn't in the tier as a Big Sean and the Cordae. So you know,
lyricism in the mainstream.
If anything, I would argue Corday's not in the tier as Sean, but definitely not, you know. But all right, go ahead.
Might as well be level 7. It's all the same to them. They heard that Jack Harlow album. They were like, shit, this is real rap. He's bringing it back. Cordae popped off and they were like,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
Nah, Cordae can rap.
Now ride with a patient.
Cordae can rap.
Way dope, but better stay sober. I paint pictures, you a Crayola.
They heard Big Sean.
That album was fucking gas, bro. His second album didn't do that as well nearly. Like, what was his second bird? I almost called it To Kill a Mockingbird. That's why I said bird. Hey, shout out to all my niggas that remember To Kill a Mockingbird, dog. Yeah, but nah, From a Bird's Eye View. Yeah, that album didn't do a lot. I ain't gonna lie. But his first album, bro, that was one of the ones, man.
And said,
yeah. He's top 3.
I've been backstabbed and laughed at. We gonna see who get the fuck.
I mean, being top 3 doesn't put you at level 4 though. And also Big Sean was out when like Drake, Cole, Ye, like damn. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick, like damn. I mean, I guess.
When in reality, these guys are decent, you know? That's about it. Even still, they usually end up forming deep connections with their audience and manage to stay relevant.
Make a level. He losing me, man. I don't know if you tapped in for real, dog. Yeah, he losing me as this goes on too. And I'm bad with faces, but who's all the way? I need to refresh my old school right. Who's all the way on the right? I don't know. Meg at a level 4 girl boss, dog. That's kinda. I don't know. I don't know. So I want to see the 5, 6, 7 girl boss, dog. Now, because you're talking about rapping ability, you either not tapped in or we about to make up some bullshit if Megan Thee Stallion isn't one of the better lyricists. Like, rapping ability. You can argue whatever song she's dropping sound the same. That's up to you, God, and the hot girls. But ability? I don't know, dog. Lil Baby representing this streets tier. I mean, I suppose so. But if anything, Lil Baby has been one of the more like hit or miss guys, right? I don't know, man. I don't know how much Buddy tapped in, to be blunt. This is a weird. He said this is going to be a triggering one, and it probably is just true. This is a little iffy.
For over 10 years in some cases.
Also, I'm horrible at recognizing faces. So for all the people that are in old school tier, I've probably heard their songs. I'm just horrid with faces. So it is what it is. And that nigga look recognizable too, but I don't want to say the wrong name and embarrass my... Drake, Kanye, and Nicki Minaj are just good. All right, man. I feel like this is one of them. All right, now we just trying too hard. Let's hear it, though. I mean, they're good. He didn't say they're bad. He didn't say they're bad. It's not hate, but we're trying too hard. Those are 3 artists that controversial for many reasons. Obviously, Drake lost the rap beef, so in the 2-5, it's easier to get this take off. But a couple years ago, nobody's saying anything like this. Kanye West, exact same sentiment. Hell, Nicki Minaj, exact same sentiment. I feel like maybe there's potential social media bias into this. At no moment in time, niggas are gonna say that, yeah, in terms of female rap, Nicki Minaj, like B tier. Like, nobody's doing that shit.
Whether you love them or hate them, their skill is undeniable. They can carry their own against almost anyone. Almost. Level 5 has wordplay, entendres, and storytelling. They enjoy respect amongst most people in the industry, but still fall short with those rap purists and hardcore hip-hop fans who just refuse to buy into the hype.
Okay.
To them, they're just okay. They're hating. This is probably the most varied group on here, as you can see level 5s in every corner of the genre, including...
I don't know about this, man. I guess I gotta see the 6s and 7s then, bro. Whatever, I gotta see the 6s and 7s then, bro, because even Mac Miller being the white guy for 5, I gotta see 6, 7.
Young guys.
Subscribe to help me atone for that sin I just committed.
Rap over Alchemist beats. Golden Age pioneers. Blog era lyricists. Bling era pop stars.
I feel the pressure
Bling era
under
pop
more
star,
scrutiny.
Kanye West, okay.
And what I do.
84 overall artist, Kanye West.
More stupidly.
Again, Kanye, generational artist, good rapper. You may be wondering,
no. No. Yeah, no, Kanye is one of the greatest rappers of all time. No.
why can't a guy like Drake be level 6? You know, he can rap. Allow me to demonstrate.
I'm used to seeing tears drop.
Drake, I can even somewhat understand you doing this because Drake will say some of the... I've always said this about Drake. Drake, when he wants to, I don't care what no K-Bot is trying to... And I'm calling K-Bot because I think Kendrick Lamar fans are actually valid. K-Bots, fuck them. This nigga, pen to paper, can actually write like the craziest. Like Drake's a fantastic rapper when he's not trying to be Jamaican Drake or Six God. Like whenever he's not like imitating some other shit or following a trend, he's a fantastic rapper. The problem is, to be fair to him, to be fair to YouTuber and any other person that's like, I don't know, Sage, he's right here. Drake will then also drop some bullshit. Just straight up. He just also can do that. So Drake's susceptible to doing pretty much anything because he'll try anything. He's like probably one of the more diverse artists of all time. So I'm not triggered by Drake being here. I just think it's very disingenuous to put Drake here. But I understand what you're going for. Personally, if I was ranking rap ability, yeah, I'm not putting Drake down here because I think Drake can be a fantastic lyricist, a fantastic rapper even. Drake can tell stories, but then also the memes of him, you know, when you're talking on the beat, you know, it's 7 p.m. Just had a bottle of red wine, looked over at the bed, man, she's looking fine. Type shit. Like, he does do these stereotypical things. So Drake's a weird one. I'll hear his argument, but yeah, I don't know about Drake, Ye, and Nick being down here.
Over enormous meals, the restaurant clears out faint echoes of Lauryn Hill.
See, it's like all the aesthetics are there, you know? He gets the cadence right, conductor beat, but if you dive any deeper, you just start hearing shit like this.
Oh, so many checks owed, I feel Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, he can have... I'll say this, though. Deadass, this isn't even about Drake. This is about rap in general. I don't like when people do this. You can, and this is just a music thing for me. I'm not saying that Buddy making this video don't know ball on music. That is up to the comment section, whatever y'all to decide. I don't like when people who are checking for lyricism to like directly quote in this way all the time. He played it with the song, so thank you. But it's just a pet peeve of mine because you can make anything sound corny if you quote it and read it like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you make it a visual to where I'm just reading a bar, you can make any bar sound corny. You could literally take 6'7" that is just a song from Wayne with is nothing but killer punchlines. Read one of those punchlines individually, like a statement, you can make it sound corny. In fact, watch it. Some of them you can't. And that's the beauty of it, right? Some of them you can. Swagger down Pat, call my shit Patricia, Young Money Militia, and I am the commissioner. You don't want to start Wheezy because the F is for finisher. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can make that shit sound lame as fuck, but when you listen to the song, it's hard. Like, that's going. That's hard. I be seeing through these niggas like they sequins. Niggas think they He-Man, pow, pow, the end. You can do that with anything, and I'm not even saying that this is a valid song. You know what I'm saying? We could go down a limitless time loop of but that's a bad song. Try again. But that's a bad song. Try you know what I'm saying. You know, like literally, I'm not gonna get in this limitless loop. You know what I'm saying, gangy. Gang of Lanches, Gangosaurus Rexes. Let me know how y'all feel about that, because I've always thought that typing out a lyric, quoting it, especially if they don't literally rhyme, you know what I'm saying? Because you know you like slur certain words or space out certain words to make them rhyme. I feel like you could make anybody seem ass doing that.
What?
He said that shit like it was so tough too. Like,
to me, Drake's lyrical
Yeah, that was
vibe
okay
feels like that
lyric.
one
Bad.
scene in that James Franco movie where they go to North Korea and they see like a beautiful grocery store.
Yep, guess no one's hungry here after all.
But later in the movie, upon further inspection, they find out it was all just like a cardboard cutout. You know, it was all in like 2D. So that's what lyrical Drake feels like. North Korea grocery store. The point I'm trying to make is that even though a lot of these guys
Gambino in 5.
first, they're
I
just
can see
missing that one.
But Gambino's pretty good.
that will make them
Gambino's an
great.
amazing artist.
DMX
Talented.
lacks
But not even
technical
amazing. Gambino's just an amazing fucking talented person.
ability. Drake is extremely shallow, so he lacks depth. Chance is corny. So it's like just like if they had this one.
I heard Chance's new album was good too. Is Chance's new album good? I heard like Big Day obviously ruined channel stock. Big Day doesn't happen. People are glazing Chance the Rapper in the 2.5 even. I'll book that now. Unfortunately, Big Day did happen. He's even acknowledged the Big Day happened. Apparently his new album is good. I haven't heard it yet, but apparently it's good. I might even start for this channel, if we keep doing music more, I'll even up my task of listening to more newer music, because I'll admit, this is where I flaw, my music flaw. I am a very much a creature of habit sometimes. If I find an artist I like, boom, I'll binge that artist. Find another artist I like, boom, I'll binge that artist. Once I got like enough of a catalog, that's all I'll listen to for like a month. So I can be a creature of habit at times, and sometimes I don't go to my explorative routes, but then simultaneously, when I'm exploring, I'll find some deep cuts, dog. I like right now, the last artist that I just like got done finishing, like adding to my catalog, I was just listening to Eddie Valero shit. Like, fuck, I was fucking with the Story Times, the Gangsta Blues, all that shit like that. So I don't always go mainstream, but like once I've added those albums, I just added that shit to my already current music, and then I was done looking for new music. I think that's where I go wrong.
They could easily be
Level 6. Great.
Okay. Okay, I guarantee it's gonna have Kendrick in 7.
Suddenly we get a lot.
I'm fine with
less
this so far. That's a
for
cool
good
picture. But see how like you could take J. Cole, and Cole's my GOAT, but you could take Cole and put up Grippy on the screen, or you could like read them shits out of context and make it sound corny. That's my last thing on it, but that's why I feel that way.
I mean, some of these guys rap so good, nobody even wants to hear that shit. Zero compromises are made here. The rapping
shit.
is intricate. The lesson is inevitable. The youngins are bored. This is not aux music. At this level, the rapping.
Be honest though, I'ma just be blunt. I gotta be fair to the YouTuber, man. Because if any nigga in chat said it, I would react this way. Dog, music is art. Lyrics are art too. Obviously, you can separate rap ability from an artist as much as you can try to, but inevitably, if what you're saying isn't hitting the people, if what you're saying ain't nobody feeling that shit, dog, it could be as much of a punchline as it wants to be. The shit ain't that good. And that's just how it's gotta be.
It just demands your attention. It can't
Like case in point, he's gonna have Kendrick in tier 7, guaranteed. He's gonna do it. The reason why I'm like, why is Kanye and Drake not even in 6, let alone 5, let alone them being in 5, is because you can say whatever the fuck you want. When they do have that punchline, that's something that people are intrigued to hear. They're intrigued in the story. They're tied to all these other things. Like J. Cole, for example, you're putting him in 6, not 7. That's perfectly fine. That's just a matter of glazing Chloe up or down one, right? But these are artists that people, even if they know they about to come with some more serious shit, Drake not necessarily the most, because Drake obviously can be the more poppy of the 4 I've mentioned. But or Jay-Z, obviously he probably gonna have Jay-Z in 7. But like Jay-Z, for example, when you know you're getting those kind of songs, those kind of albums, you know that you're going to be sitting in, tuned in per se, but people still enjoy it. People still enjoy To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. People still enjoy a fucking 1985 I Ride slow beat from fucking Cole, or For Your Eyes Only is one of my favorite Cole songs of all time. People still enjoy these lyrical spiritual things. So if you have a lyrical spiritual project and it's boring the masses, odds are, sure, you might have some cold punchlines in there, but it's not about everyone around you being stupid. Sometimes you just not saying nothing that's inspiring nobody. And that's something that you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, why is your music not resonating with anybody?
Fade off into the background anymore.
Maybe like slow down, come back even faster out of it. Then switch gears again, do a different type of speed. Halfway through that, switch gears again, do a different type
We
of
got
speed.
everything.
So good at. That's why these flows sound so off kilter.
That game doesn't exist, Chad.
There are some exceptions though. I'm talking about Prime Wayne, Cole maybe.
Type shit.
I don't know about Aux.
Prime
I don't know
Wayne.
about Aux with Cole.
Walking contradiction, my description.
Maybe that's my bias, but already Prime Wayne's a rap legend. And J. Cole definitely has songs on the Aux. I don't know about
Off the
that.
top magician,
I don't know about that. Yeah, J. Cole is a
Level 6 have
sonically
the
good sounding
ability to
artist.
squash
Wet Dreams. Obviously a lot of Cole fans don't even fucking like ATM, and ATM was everywhere. Same album, Kevin Tarr, all this stuff. Yeah, I don't even talk about J. Cole being valid on the Aux.
Any rapper in the world on the right day. Their name commands instant respect from real hip hop fans across the globe. And
Yeah,
even
who's
though they
Girl Boss
rarely go
here?
mainstream,
Okay,
they often end up staying
valid.
relevant in the underground through multiple decades and end up inspiring generations.
It's solid here.
Guys like MF Doom, like Common, like Rakim.
Yeah. Yeah, no complaints for the old school, by the way.
And Rakim is really a good example of why some level 6s fall short of the top. Rapping is like a sport, and as the years go by, people learn from pioneers and become better, taking the craft of rapping to higher
Not always.
heights. So even though Rakim's rapping incredibly sounds still fresh 40 years later, he's naturally been outmatched by people who have taken his style and built upon it, taking rap global.
I don't even know if that's necessarily true, though. I would say Rakim was probably up there.
With better storytelling, more vivid imagery, and more of an expressive cadence.
I wouldn't
The
just
same
stamp
applies for
because
many
he's
others
older
on
era.
this
You
level,
can't.
who were also once.
I don't know.
Level
I disagree
7.
with that sentiment entirely.
Great.
Go
Yeah, I
rap-
knew. Yeah, he's gonna have Jay-Z, Kendrick up here and shit like that. Which, by the way, I'm not saying they don't belong in here. I don't know about to be hot take honey, or I guess typical and casual. I don't know about Jay-Z being 2 tiers above Kanye West at all. I think that's blasphemy. I would obviously also question Drake being 2 tiers below fucking Kendrick. I think, like, you want to say Kendrick the king of the big 3, go for it. I wouldn't say, like, it's that big a gap, but obviously, that's K-Bot versus Aubrey Angels, and I don't give a fuck about either of you. But, I mean, we've had literal projects with Kanye and Jay-Z on tracks together. And even as a rapper, there's been several selections where Kanye has out-rapped Jay-Z. I don't know about that. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, someone's going to go to this comment section and be like, I'm drunk, he knows more ball, all this other stuff. Music is so subjective, and that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of these conversations, and I want to get more deep into the music bag on this channel. Not that music's going to be, it's not going to be a music channel. This channel is going to be about just Sage doing Sage interest shit. And music is, if you can't tell, even if I'm extremely casual, because everyone on the internet calls everyone a music casual and media literacy and shit. It's one of my favorite things to talk about, listen to, all these other things. And yeah, I definitely want to get more like album reactions, more just like music themed videos, conspiracies, all the other stuff on here. So let me know if you guys are interested in this kind of stuff. I know y'all were interested with the animal stuff. We can't spam animals all day every day. But yeah, if you guys want more music content, let me know.
Generation.
Probably gonna get it regardless, but yeah.
Fitzgerald, maybe I'm the new Rakim, maybe I'm Fat Pharaoh, undergarments of armor be my intimate.
Yeah, without doubt.
Kardashian, Kanye, my
They have the ability to do everything at an elite level. It's like they see rap in 4D. They can go complex, they can simplify. They're
Yeah, a
good
lot
at
of people.
underground, good at-
Yeah, the Jay-Z, not a lot of people would get on you about. I respect Jay-Z's craft. I just then wouldn't be like, yeah, Nick. And Nicki is definitely the polar bear here for me. Nicki and Meg, to be honest, I think you may be vastly underrating. But yeah, I think like Jay-Z, a lot of people don't even think he's good, which is insane to me. But if that's who's 7, I don't know about at 5. I'm really stuck on that. And I know that's immature. compared to like what I mostly talk about. That I don't know.
In the mainstream, just masters at their craft. They sound completely.
But yeah, nobody he's
unique.
named
Their
in 7
voices
can't be in
are
7. I don't think he has a
instantly
polar bear here.
recognizable, to the point where nobody can really even copy them, even if they tried their hardest.
But you see what I mean? Last one saying that. Out of context quote, fuck the big 3, it's big me, nigga bum. You know what I mean? But like, given the story, given the setup, that shit hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I haven't seen one person replicate the mesmerizing flows of
Andre 3K.
the
Yeah,
monumental
3K easy.
presence of a Jay-Z.
For you knew what the fan was. I had it laid out for you knew what the plan was. 300 mil later, now you
The
understand.
unlimited depth of a Kendrick Lamar.
Yup. The one thing that like sucks about K-Bots being painfully annoying and Kendrick being mainstream, like mainstream being annoying, is that people took a rap beef with Drake to realize how diverse artists Kendrick and Cole are. Everyone who listened to these two growing up and are genuine fans, not hype beast aha who lost a rap beef fans, could have been told you this. They could have been argued that they're even more diverse than the Drake potentially. Now, I think that's where you go too far because Drake just by design is the more diverse. Executed well or not, it's just true. But the idea that like people went into this rap beef and they were saying, yeah, but I don't think Kendrick or Cole gonna have anything that like we gonna be bumping on the aux for real. What the f? Even in this video, when Bruh said that about Cole, I kind of like stopped. I was like, what? What are you talking about? Because what are you talking about? Like Kendrick and Cole and a lot of the artists that fit their regime. Big Sean, I would even say to a lesser degree because obviously, you know, I'm not trying to get Big Sean shat on because comments. But like artists like that, they've always shown the ability to just go out there and make a hit song, a pop culture ass song, whatever case may be. But that's just not they bag. That's just not that's just not what they do or what they aspire to do, but they've never shown the lack of ability to do it. That's what I've always heard takes like that. But like, what are you talking about?
Understand, bro. I know hating Kendrick is cool now because he's super mainstream and popular these days. But
Hating Drake is definitely the cooler one, my guy. But I mean, obviously it depends what algo you have. I was discussing this with my family. Your algorithm caters towards your perspective more. What I do as a creator is I end up having to like both sides of things or bookmark both sides or swipe up on both sides. So often I get like a very somewhat biased when it comes to certain things regardless. But a lot of times I'm getting the more rage baity takes. So therefore I see both sides of rage bait. And let me tell you now, it's pretty fucking split. And if anything, it's more anti-Drake because Drake was just the more popular name in IP coming into the beef. Hating Kendrick, it's a thing by Aubrey Angels. Hating Drake is a thing by like everybody. And that's because he did some shit that I don't agree with. Like the whole snitching shit, I said I understand the brother, Aubrey Angels. I understand why he did it. If all my friends betrayed me, I'd crash out, I'd do some shit. I wouldn't sue motherfuckers though. I thought that shit was corny. But that's me there. That's me. But that's neither here nor there. The most annoying part about this beef as the video ends is that y'all dragging it. Y'all do know this happened a year ago.
But here's the thing. He's just the best. And it's not even really close. He just has everything. There's no weakness.
Why is
His
he
bag
99
is too deep. And how could I go the whole video without mentioning Prime Eminem? Emphasis on the prime.
Nah, I would never diss my own mama just to get recognition.
But why wouldn't you give him a 99 then? If he's just if the issue is but K. Dot better, just give him a 99. Stand on business.
Hey, we got one. We got us one. Shit, this is timeless excellence, unchallenged by any critic or detractor. In 100 years, when the history of hip hop will be entrenched in school textbooks, these guys are going to be the first.
Yeah, like the idea that no woman is level 7. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Ones mentioned. If you want to find out what makes hip hop,
you could have pulled out a you could put out a Missy Elliott. You could have pulled out a fuck. There's another name that's on my fucking. I'm gonna get mad. I don't even want to say Lil Kim. Who is it? Fuck. You could have pulled out. You got Lauryn Hill. Thank you. I want to say you could have pulled out a Lauryn Hill here. I'm not trying to be too woke and shit, but yeah, the idea that there's not a level 7 women's here is kind of
great and popular. Start by listening to one of them rap. You'll be a fan soon enough. But if you already are a fan of rap, it's time to find out what kind of fan you are.
Type shit. Look, if I came off disagreeing with the creator, it's just disagreeing with the creator on certain things. I have no beef with the guy. That'd be pretty fucking weird. It's music. Video did numbers for him, honestly. Comment section, I'm even as I'm seeing scrolling down right now. Hold on, let me unhide the screen. Yeah, Kanye can single-handedly go from 7 to 1. I think that's another thing to talk about. That like artists vary depending on the track and stuff like that. But if we're ranking rap ability, I'm gonna say what you're capable of doing at a consistent level. Not what you do every time, because I think everyone has a miss. But like, yeah, a lot of people are just saying Kanye's at every level looking at this. Everyone say Kanye's at every level. But that's kind of what I'm getting off. And I feel that way with Drake as well. Drake could drop some bullshit and then Drake could drop a fucking classic. So I like music videos like this. If you like music videos like this, let me know your thoughts. I guess my only real gripe outside of obviously the level 5 selections and just a couple of things like the quoting lyrics thing, I guess my final gripe would be, unfortunately, the woke one. I don't like how level 7, you didn't have nobody for girl boss. That's kind of crazy to me. But take care, stay blessed. I love music if you can't tell, even if I'm not the musical mind for it. Ugh, you fucking geeks. And I'm out of here. Bye!